Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. A pleasure to be here with you today, bringing you the Angel's perspective for the month of January 2023. I can't believe a whole year has gone by. And so for the new people who are here, welcome. And what is the Angel's perspective? The Angel's perspective, it is a channel message where my guides, the angels, and beings, the nine-dimensional Pleiadian collective, will all, and many more, but mainly those two, Mercury, which is my collective, they will share with us the energy of the month, the insights, what is happening. They will also give us some insights in how to navigate that energy, some practical tips that we can utilize in our day-to-day. So it's not so hard as we may think sometimes, and how can we navigate, as long as we are aware what is happening, and perhaps sometimes these emotions that we are going through, what they are really showing us. So having that insight, it will be easier for us to recognize that we are going through something, that there's something that we can do. So let's just start. And before anything, I would like to say to all of you, thank you for this whole year being here. And my best wishes for all of you. I really send you lots of good energy, hoping that you guys have a next year full of abundance to all levels, physical, mental, spiritual, abundance of love, happiness, health, friends, to any kind of abundance, all for you and your family. So saying that, we will start. And so the main energy that we will start having this month, but also they will say for the next 3 months, actually, it's going to be quite strong, this energy, although we will have influences of many things. The main focus will be the new information. So we are going through a new year. We are going through a new transformation. We are going to a new era altogether. So we are already feeling this energy with us. New information will come, and this information, pay attention when it's coming to your way and where it's coming from. Okay, this information will be so important for you, where that can help you to take decisions. Okay, decisions that will be so important for you to understand what is your purpose in here, for example, right? To understand why are you doing what you're doing, and perhaps what are the reasons of the changes that you may have to do or not. So pay attention for all this information, that be open, be receptive, gather facts, okay? So that you can take decisions that they're aligned with your integrity. Because we might get some information that will be like, oh, okay, this is new, but really, does it resonate with me? Does it really, is incoherent? Do I feel like that, the way I think in the way I'm seeing things? It is incoherent. It's so important to really pay attention to that. Your angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you and guiding you at this time. So look and listen for all of those signs. Those signs can come in many ways, right? So it could be in an oracle card. You can hear someone talking on the news, or all of a sudden you have information that is new to you, and you are all of a sudden shaken and you don't know what to do. So this is the importance of paying attention where this information is coming from, okay? Because your angels and your guides will be guiding you, and they will help you to really point you in the right direction, and they will help you to be calm, okay, before you take these big decisions. Because there is a new year, there is a new energy, and we have so many, there is no like any other time, really. Right now we are moving so fast to a new era, and things manifest really quick. So that's why they are encouraging us to be really mindful and to know and to pay attention. What are we thinking? What is it that we really want? Are we sending the right message out there into the universe? Because the universe will not listen words, will listen the frequency that we send with the emotions that we have. So when we have an emotion of fear, to say, I don't want to lose my job, because we really feel it. We don't really want to lose our job, but we are sending that information, for example, to the universe, and the universe will say, okay, no, she doesn't want the job because she doesn't want that. So it is important to always ask, from the gratitude point. And thank you, angels, for your assistance. Thank you, angels, for the car, for the job, for my health, for my family, etc., etc. So be really mindful in which side are you asking from. Okay, that's one of the biggest things. So another thing that's going to be very present this month for us is going to be when we have this information, okay, and it is time for us to take big decisions. What can we do? Because there is so much change and so much new information and perhaps new ideas, new opportunities. What would you do? What is it that we can do and do the right thing for us? So first, let's remember that there is no wrong or right. Really, it's just about experiences. So whatever we choose to do will take us to the same place, but it might take us a little bit longer sometimes to get to the point. So the guidance from the angels, the guides, it is basically to help us to stay more into the path that is more straight. Even then, it's not necessarily a straight line like that, right? Because otherwise we will not learn. Otherwise we will not experience, and that's why we are here. So we can't really cheat. So we have to experience many things. But what we need to do is really stay connected with the earth, okay? Being grounded and being rooted. If you guys meditate, it is important to do more and visualizing that you are really, really rooted with the earth and you are, part of the earth, because we are the earth ourselves. And recognizing that will help you to stay more grounded. And what it does is going to help you to really open your mind and clear your mind, remove that thought that is in there. So important to do that, because when we have confusion, when we feel it's really, we feel like we're in a blind spot and we don't know what to do, we are confused, we are up here. So we have to make sure that the energy goes all the way down to the earth, so that we are able to connect. In Spanish, we will say hacer tierra, which is like making ground. It's just doing ground, really. But that's why grounded. So it's important to really stay grounded. Heart center, that's going to be another key. Heart center and grounded in order for us to take decisions that will be made for our highest good, and we will take decisions with strength and integrity. So that's like a huge one. And they will assist us, and bring clarity in our mission, and they will assist also in support the evolution of the planet, our evolution as a humanity, and as well will help us to bring the focus that we need. Okay, another thing, being connected with the earth and knowing that we have our roots really, really down in the ground will help us also to bring that focus. So our energy is not going to be all over the place, present, in the past, in the future, remembering something, being in the future that we don't have yet, perhaps sometimes being stressed about it. So it'll help us to stay right here, being focused on what is it that we really want, okay? And it'll help you as well to really relieve some of that pressure, and you will be able to release the old and rest. So once you let go, you will feel lighter. It's like, letting go a backpack full of rocks that you don't need anymore. And you just, let the rocks that you don't need to take with you to the next level, or to the next trail, or the mountain that you have to hike. You don't need them. You can just leave them there and you'll feel lighter. So you have more energy to accomplish, right, your mission. So being able to stay heart centered and grounded will relieve the pressure and expectations that are weighing you down too. So what are the expectations that you have about things? When we talk about expectations, it is about our ego setting a form and shape to something. And sometimes when we have expectations and if they don't come as it was set, we feel that we have failed. And that is not the case. They say always it's just a very narrow way of seeing things. So having a higher perspective, we say heart centered and grounded, we will be able to also remove some of that very contracted mind, and we will be able to breathe deeper, which is we will allow to bring more energy, more air, oxygen to our body. So we will clear our body to to the whole cell, all of the cells. So that you letting go of things that are no longer serving you will let you go a little bit lighter and faster in your path. So it's so important to pay attention to the things that you don't longer need. Staying grounded, you will be able to recognize what are the things that are not in your highest good anymore. And here, I would like to also share with you what he has shared with me, an importance to understand and what is the frequency. What happens when we rise our vibration and we rise our frequency? So on one hand, we will manifest things that we want, okay, because we will send that information out there to the universe. But on the other hand, we are evolving, and as we evolve, people around us will get to see that difference. So when you are doing something good for yourself, trust me that the people around you will get the benefit from your husband, your partner, your friends, your children, family. But sometimes it might take a little bit of extra time, right? So when we are evolving and we are more aware of things, and we are like, oh, okay, this is very clear that we should be, meditating instead of being so stressful, for example. It is very difficult sometimes to actually get to meditate when we are stressed, because that's our nature. When we are stressed, we have no time to meditate, because when we are stressed, our body is reacting to a situation about survival. So I don't have time to meditate because I might need to run. Otherwise, I will be eaten or I will be dead. I will be dying. The body doesn't know really about, maybe it's just we are stressed about a pile of laundry, okay? Or if there is a real cooler out there. What the cells are feeling, what our body is doing, the chemicals that we are releasing are the same. They don't distinguish what is real or not. It's just about survival. So meditating will help you to stay heart-centered and grounded, but also when you do that, you might be able to see things more clearly, and people around you may not see it like that. And sometimes we find ourselves in a different channel, and it could be sometimes a little bit difficult because we want to help someone, we want to help everybody else, and all of a sudden we gotta stop and say, no, what are you doing? This is so real. I have to be focusing into this. So the guidance for them is allow them to stay where they are, okay? Because that is the free will, that this is so important to understand. We cannot intervene in someone else's path. So when they're ready, they will join in. They will benefit from your energy, from your frequency in many ways. So allow them to stay where they are. Just hold space and be compassionate towards yourself and towards them, friends or not friends, or the people that you see they are perhaps not seeing the whole picture. Just allow to hold that space so that they are able to evolve. Okay. So when we get judged or we judge someone else, saying that they're not doing the right thing, they should be doing something, we're imposing something. And when we impose something, we go against something that we all know, which is the free will. So the free will, it is important, and we have to respect that. So important is to stay in our center, grounded, do what we need to do. And as we go, we will be the light for the other ones as well too. Just make sure that you are looking after yourself and being heart-centered, grounded, especially because as well with all this bombarding energy that we have around us. So we have news, we have all of these electronics, and they are frequency, they are waves. And normally what we get to see on the news or on the TV, not all the time it is very uplifting. So that can also make some static in our energy field. So we feel a little bit down, and we're absorbing all the energy from all these people all around the world. And that doesn't mean that you don't care about what is happening around the world, but it's just instead of absorbing the pain and feeling it, instead of that, just send them love and recognizing what is happening. And the best thing that we can do to change the world is to start with ourselves, right? Because it is contagious. This creates a ripple effect. If we are happy, everybody's happy around us. And think about it. There are some people that sometimes just walk into the room and they are so joyful that just by being in there, the whole atmosphere changes. And of course, equally the same when someone is, everybody's okay, and then someone who has a really, really heavy energy enters into a room, and all of a sudden everybody feels grumpy. So let's make sure that we share the positive one and be uplifted. Many times now there's saying many people, oh, come on, you cannot be happy all the time. You can always be so happy. And the truth is, yes, you can. But what happens is when we are doing that, some people may feel that they need to protect because there is their shadow part that they need to do the work with. So by saying that, they're trying to make people to say, you come down here because I don't really want to go there because I don't want to do my journey at this moment. So being aware of that will help you to navigate when you encounter these kind of things with friends and family. So know that just by accepting them for who they are and you do your own thing and making sure that whenever you say something, it is always going to be in your highest good and their highest good. And to do all of this, right, and not being triggered and to react in a different way, being heart-centered and grounded, being outside will help you to really stay rooted, stay firm, but speaking your truth, right? So it's so important to do that. That is gonna bring you healing and inner peace, right? Honoring your emotions, honoring your feelings. So with this, then we're gonna be heading into, it's gonna be a mix of this energy of desire. What's gonna be the desire this month will be, we have to be moving beyond our ancestral patterns. And here comes again, the same thing is that there is many things that have been set for us, okay, by our families, by our belief systems, by everything that we have done in our lives. So things have been set for us, for our family members, in a religion, in a culture, in a tradition, in a way the things that we do in our home. And sometimes we recognize that are not exactly the same, the same views that we have, or not necessarily the best ones, but they don't know how to change it. So they have to stick with that. So remember that it doesn't matter how strong your genes are and all of that, your spiritual life will transcend this. Okay, your spirit will transcend any of these genetics and all of these behavioral patterns that we have. So important to know that your spirit is more powerful than any genetics. So you can change that. This is the time to do the healing, the ancestral healing. And so they are around us and they are surrounding you and bringing you this also, so that you are the one who said, okay, let's just write this right here, right now, so we can continue. That's why maybe there could be some things prompting back into your life, or like things that you thought that you already dealt with them, they would just come back out. And there is some issues in family sometimes that, oh, we find sometimes not to go there because we know there's a sensitive situation there. So all of these are new opportunities to do the old, letting go the old, releasing the old, to bring the inner peace and leaving new spaces available for the new things happening in the new year. And it is not just to let go the old. It is not just to let go what we don't need, or say, okay, this is what happened in my past with my family, I just let it go and that's it, and pretend it didn't happen. It's not that. It is really acknowledging, okay, even your ancestors. Thank you to my ancestors. Say, let's just give an example, because thanks to them, I'm here right now in one hand, right? And then also because of their limited beliefs about what is like religion or everything, it had helped me also to show me the way, because, that's stopped me for a long time. And I was able to break through that and really, really step into my life purpose. For example, in this case, myself being medium and channeler, there is, something that religion would not necessarily see it. That's in the right thing, in the right way. Or the people who does not believe in any of these things as well. Maybe they say, well, this is just, creating things. Oh, they think this is religion. Okay, so this is so important because all those patterns, and they are right there and they're very strong. They are right there, and those are the ones who will limit us for us to move forward. So pay attention. What are those ones? And your spirit is way more powerful than genetics and any behavioral patterns. Okay, just know that we can do it at a cellular level by just acknowledging what has happened, what brought us in here, And what is the next step? Is it serving me? No. What do we learn from that? What do we learn from that? Because we have gained so much wisdom, we have so many experiences. You are experiencing all of that in yourselves. Your ancestors are within you too. Your great grandparents, you have his within you, literally. So that will help to stand strong and speak your truth and taking decisions that are more in balance in what would you like, and in integrity, because when we do things with integrity, it's starting for ourselves. Well, now we also will have the emotion side. The emotions are going to be very high, in a way that we will feel like warriors. And that's a good thing, because now that we know what is our purpose, and we know what are the things that perhaps we need to change, we want to defend that. We will say, okay, I'm going to go through this, and I truly believe and stand for this. And so we will have that energy when to fight. So it is a good thing that we have the energy of being a warrior. The important thing is just do it in a peaceful way. Okay, well, we will be, let's be open to also listen others as well. Be reliable, be committed, be committed with yourselves. You have to, your opinions are very, very important and very valid. Okay, that's just what they say also. So they need to be heard. You need to express them. So don't settle for second best. Speak your truth. You are strong and you are protected. So when you find your thing, it is important that you stand strong for it. But you don't need to fight. You need to be just a peaceful warrior. Then that will be a little bit more of an easy transition. And when it comes in, family and friends, it will be harder sometimes, because they might see things completely different. So honor that, and you will see how eventually things will, fall into place. The main thing is that when you are about to say something, you always take the moment and meditate your words before you say, why am I saying this? Am I saying this because I truly feel it? Is this going to help? Especially when we feel triggered and we just want to reach out. It's important to be cautious in the words that are coming out of our mouth, right? Because they are very powerful. Our mouth, our voice, it has so much power. The frequency is important, but also remember the emotions that are coming. The emotions are what they're coming out, and it comes in form of words. So they can be very helpful. So let's be aware of that. If you don't really feel something, don't say it. Now, another thing that we have to we need to be focused in is in where we can put our attention in action, and that will be going to grow within all these situations. So there might be the experiences or moments that you may need help, and this help can come from your elders. So again, your ancestors will be assisting you, or here on the physical, there will be someone who has more wisdom or experience into something. Either you need some guidance in the relationship, guidance in where to go and work. So go with the elders. They will help you. They have so much knowledge, they have experience, and they have the wisdom from their ancestors as well. And they hold the key for you to let go also the old and allowing yourself to transform. So go with the persons that you feel comfortable with and talk. There perhaps could be your grandma, your mom, a friend, an old friend, or someone that you feel connected and you know that they have some experience. And it's a good idea to always get that assistance also in the physical. And they will be sending us people as well to do that. So it is so important to recognize that we are never alone, neither on the physical or in the other side. We always have our backs completely covered. So this is going to be an opportunity, okay, that when we recognize and where we are and all the things that we are changing, we will be guided and encouraged to be committed, okay, to be reliable, but with ourselves. Let's start with ourselves, especially now starting the new year. We want to start new intentions. We normally say, okay, I'm going to eat more healthy, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to do this or that, or I'm going to change the way I do things. Remember that it requires consistency. Okay, even though we have the best intentions, if we are not in coherence, it will not work. So first of all, why do you want to go to the gym? Let's just start with something like that. You know, okay, it's healthy, you would like to do that. And of course, right, is that would be a good way to change your life. But if you're starting that just because, say, someone is telling you that you should, and you're just going because it, of course, makes sense, but it is not your personal choice, you will not be able to commit 100%. It might give you the little help, and you might be able to do it with the consistency, but we will make it more successful, and most likely for you to really stay with it will be that you really want to do it. And what is the reason? Another thing, it is the way, because perhaps, okay, you want to be healthy and you say maybe you like running, but someone says, no, you should go to the gym, right? And then you go to the gym, but that's not exactly what you would like to do. So you have to stick what it feels good to you. And so then you will be able to commit yourself. Start with 1 day a week or 2 days a week, etc., etc. Things that you know that you will be able to do, and you can commit that time for yourself and for others as well too. So if you're committing, if you want to really connect with people differently, whatever your intention you want to do, it will require you to be more committed with yourself. Okay. When they say, when life sometimes throws big things, it is so important to more than ever be committed, because they say you already are in the gym and then could be a big storm outside. You say, oh, I can't go to it because it's a big storm. But it's really, you could actually still go out there. Just go for it. Just continue. Don't give up. Okay. It is important that the help that you are getting and the assistance that you're getting through the elders, through yourself, it is so important, because this knowledge and wisdom, okay, which are two different things. The wisdom comes from your soul, and the wisdom that you're getting from your elders, from your ancestors comes from the soul. The knowledge, it comes from our mind in this life, and many of that information or the guidance that you need, or we will need, I should say, will be coming from the wisdom part, not from the knowledge. Okay, it helps us to be here and navigate the earth energy, but we need to tap into a little bit of a deeper information that can help us. So allow yourself to open to receive information, to let the need, okay, to please others. Okay, the most important thing is not pleasing people. It is about pleasing yourself, what it feels right to you. Now, allowing this energy to flow, okay, in this month, allowing you to feel more free, allowing this energy to lift you up so that you're able to see things in a higher perspective. Okay, with all this information, you have guidance, you have your angels, you have your guides, you have all this energy, you have all these tools, and now what you need to do is just things more into perspective. Okay, so open your perspective, open your mind to see the possibilities, because if you stick only with the one thing and it doesn't happen, it is necessary for you to just think, look at things from above, visualize yourself as a eagle, so that you can see perhaps there is an easy path on this end. Okay, so you already have a more clear mind in what it is that you would like to do. Why are you doing things? You have a more clear mind of your purpose, or the things are coming really into your life. So much information, and it's so overwhelming. So open yourself to go up higher, so you're able to see it, because we cannot fit everything into the same door, the little narrow door that we had at the beginning of the last year. So we have to expand the door, because we are coming with so much package that is in our highest good information, and this information comes from our energy field that we are getting, and we are being upgraded every day basically, and we are moving really fast. So the angels, guides, God, source, They're just sending us everything that we need. So in order for us to see that and hear that, we have to be aware that it's there. And how do we know that it's there and how we know that that information is coming through? You will just have all of a sudden these aha moments, epiphanies, and coincidences, coincidences, synchronicities. It is very, very, very real and clear for us what is it that we need to do. So we need to let go a little bit more of the expectation of things and let flow things and just open your view, open your perspective. And this is going to help to really surf the wave rather than be thumb on the wave. And even though there is many things that perhaps you may feel a little bit, okay, you got this because you've been going in this path for a long time, there might be at times that you still need to reload your batteries and you still need to have that reassurance, okay, that you're on the right path, that you are connected, and we all are, but we tend to forget that because this is part of being here on Earth. So they say, just please remember that we are here, we're watching, and we are waiting for you to just ask for that assistance, and you will get it. In order for us to get those miracles, those sparkles, and everything, we have to ask for that. Otherwise, they will help us, absolutely. They will show us the way, they will put us always into the right path. But if we want to see those miracles that you may hear sometimes or see on TV, or you have heard, this by accepting their guidance and their support. So free will, they take it very seriously. They cannot intervene unless we ask for that. And also another thing they'll say, it is important, that you can tap into any of this information or more information about your current situation in your life. What can you do and use? What tools can you use or you have in your toolbox that you may not be aware? Okay, so ask them to assist you to unlock the box so that you're able to access to this, and it'll come to you. And it might come very clear to say, okay, now I know exactly, or perhaps it's just a matter of time because our body and our energy field needs to be prepared in order for us to receive that information. They will never give us more than we can handle or that we need. Okay, they don't want us to overwhelm us, and they know what is our plan. So they want us to know that they are giving us what we need, even though sometimes on Earth we are so impatient and we want more. We want to have more clarity, we want exact dates and times. But all they can say that it will be no benefit for any of you or any of us, really, because it will defeat the purpose of being here on Earth. And they are very grateful for the job, the work, the assistance that each one of you are doing at this moment and bringing this energy, being the holders of this energy, these anchors of energy on Earth. And just by being here, being breathing, you are bringing so much light to the Earth, and you are helping with the Earth ascension. You are helping with the evolution of the Earth and the humanity as well. So just remember that. And know that anytime you need any assistance, any help, they are there, they're waiting, they're watching, waiting for you to just thank them for their assistance, and they will be there right away. Any of the requests that we have sent out there, they have heard every single one of them, and they're delivering as fast as they can and as fast as we are ready to receive. So with this, they'll say, very important in order to accomplish anything this year, how you can start is by being really in tune with yourselves. We have to be in tune with ourselves. They say we have to really be in coherence. The way we think, the way we feel, the way we do things have to match, right? So if I want to be healthy, okay, I'm gonna eat healthy and I'm gonna do healthy things. So we have to change the patterns right there. And to, maybe it's not a good idea to sit down outside of or be in a place where everybody's smoking when we don't want to smoke, for example, because it makes it a little bit more difficult. Just to give an idea. So it requires some actions that will give the boost of energy that is needed in order to achieve that. And just becoming aware that each decision that you make, just make it conscious. Make it conscious. Why am I doing this? What is the reason for me to doing this? Am I doing it because I want to, I like it? What does that make me feel? It is very simple, because really what they said, in order to connect with them, in order to connect with anything, it is just by being heart-centered and grounded, because that is the answer. It is not anything complicated, like, twisting your leg in one way and then you making these, movements. It is just being heart-centered and grounded. So when we are heart-centered, we open to receive. We are grounded. We are this bridge, right? And we will be able to connect and access anything that we want. And then if we have this incoherence and we live accordingly how we really are thinking, well, that's gonna, any manifestation will happen very quick. So grateful for, they say, for you to be here now, whether you're listening this right now in 2022 or 2023 and 2020 and 2028 or 2030, it doesn't matter. If you hear these messages, because you need to hear it. And just want to say thank you for being here. And we will see you the next Angel's Perspective, which will be in February. And in the meantime, I send you many, many well wishes.